Hey everyone, Misha Wilson here. Hey, in today's video blog post training, I want to talk about a subject that I'm really passionate about simply because it actually really annoys me what a lot of people do in regards to the subject I'm talking about. So, all it takes if you're in the internet marketing world is to log into your Facebook account for about 3 seconds and you'll immediately see 100 different ads saying, make money right now, make money fast. Pictures of $100 bills, pictures of Lamborghinis, pictures of commissions that people have earned, etc. And what I want to talk about today is the fact that you as an entrepreneur, you need to be very aware of whatever you put out into the world reflects on you in a certain way and attracts a certain type of individual to you, all right? So even if you're getting sales from those individuals, you're also doing a few things that are actually hurting your business by spamming your Facebook news feed. More or less. That's more or less what you're doing. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that lots of times when you just go out and post photos of commissions you've made, money, cars, etc., what you're doing is you're attracting the most desperate buyer, all right? You're attracting the person who has absolutely no money and who is just on the verge of bankruptcy, who's having their car seized, etc., and needs some sort of system to get them out of that situation, which you might be thinking is great, but the problem is working with that individual lots of times is not the most fun thing to do, all right? So if you bring them onto any type of team, etc., working with that individual is not going to be the best experience for you, all right? Where, on the other hand, if you were to post quality information that really helps a strategic entrepreneur out in their business, that helps someone out who's already out there spending money on advertising, etc., to grow a business, when you post content that helps that individual, what happens? You attract that individual who already is a strategic entrepreneur, who you're not going to have to do a ton of work on just to get them out of an opportunity-seeking mindset and into a strategic entrepreneurial mindset. And you're going to attract that person towards you and towards whatever business or offer that you're promoting, all right? So the first thing you need to realize is that every bit of content that you put out to the world, whether it be a blog post, a podcast, just a Facebook news update, it all reflects on you, and all of those little pieces of content attract different types of individuals back to you, all right? Attraction marketing 101, but you need to use attraction marketing in the correct way, unless you just want to have a ton of headaches dealing with that individual who you just don't want to have on your team. It's not worth it. Even if you make $50 a month from that individual, you'll probably put in the equivalent of a lot more time and energy that you could go out and have a job working $10 an hour and make more than that $50 a month. If you understand what I'm saying, I didn't quite word that right, but you understand. Next, I want to talk about the fact that when you go out and post a bunch of photos of money, cars, commissions, etc., you're only attracting people who are interested in making money. Now, what you have to realize is that there's two types of individuals we are primarily trying to attract in the home business world. We're trying to attract people who want to make more money and people who want to have more time freedom. And the truth is that the latter of those two, the individuals who want to have more time freedom, the individuals who already have some money, the individuals who perhaps already have a successful business but are working 80 hours a week, and they want a means in which will allow them, they want a system that will allow them to have more time freedom, that individual is going to be the individual that will grow your business exponentially more than the individual who we talked about first, who's just desperate for money and just desperate to find a solution to get them out of a certain situation, all right? So realize that when you go out and post a bunch of content that's of high quality and that helps a strategic entrepreneur out and that really shows the world that you know what you're doing and shows the world that you're a leader, what happens is those types of individual who are maybe strategic entrepreneurs themselves, but just not in our niche, they're attracted to you and they'll be more likely to get involved in your opportunity, which will in turn grow your business and your companies exponentially more than that first individual. Remember the 80-20 rule here. 20% of your team, your business, your activities, etc., will generate 80% of your revenues. So if you can figure out how to tap in to only recruiting that 20%, that small finite group of individuals who will go out and get results in your business will grow faster than anybody else's or any of your competition, etc. All right? And the last thing I want to talk about is the fact that when you go out and just post pictures of money, you're not actually attracting any of those people who are interested in more time freedom. A perfect example is Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek book. I don't know if you know this, but Tim Ferriss actually split tested titles for that book using Google, I believe Google AdWords. That's back in the day when Google AdWords hadn't banned everybody. So he actually split tested titles for his book, and he used some titles that were more centered around making money, and he used some titles that were more centered around people having more time freedom, i.e. the 4-Hour Workweek. What is that 4-Hour Workweek? What does that line really promise you? It promises you that you'll be able to make a living on 4 hours of work a week. It doesn't promise you that you're going to make $1 million a year, all right? People are more attracted to the idea of having free time than having a ton of money, simply because the fact of the matter is that time is your only asset that you can't go out and make more of, all right? Money, you can always go out and get creative and figure out how to make a few extra hundred, a few extra thousand, a few extra 100,000 if you're strategic about it. But time, it's an irreplaceable asset, and people will always flock towards the idea of really being able to have more free time and more time to be able to spend with their family, friends, etc., than having a bunch of money that they can't even spend simply because they're at work 24/7, all right? So guys, realize that whatever content you put out to the marketplace, whether it be a blog post, podcasts, just Facebook posts, etc., that all reflects on you, and it all attracts a certain type of individuals. And when you only post a certain type of content, what you're more or less doing is you're cutting off the ability to be able to attract those other individuals who aren't interested in just making money really quickly, but maybe they're interested in more time freedom. So if you don't want to stop posting images of your commissions, etc., what I would recommend is also start posting some images, videos, etc., that really show a lifestyle that you get to live through internet marketing that gives you the time freedom to be with your family, be with your friends, just have more spare time, etc. And you'll be attracting a lot more people to you in general, and you'll also be attracting a lot higher quality individual who will do a lot more for your business long term. All right, guys, I hope you got value and content out of this. If you did, go ahead and hit the Facebook like button and share button, and I will talk to you very soon.